She told me, "If you can't handle me spending every weekend with my ex, maybe we shouldn't be together." I responded, "You're absolutely right." After that, I accepted the job transfer to London, an offer I had previously declined, for her sake. Later, when she messaged me asking, "What are you doing this weekend?" I replied with a selfie taken at Heathrow Airport. I'm a 31-year-old man, and I'd been in a relationship with Jade, 29, for 3 years, living together. For one, things were going fine until 6 months ago when her ex, Dylan, moved back to town. That's when she suddenly started attending book club every Saturday, which, it turned out, was just her and Dylan hanging out at his place, catching up and staying friends. When I brought up that it made me uncomfortable, she gave the typical response. "He's just a friend. We only dated for 2 months 5 years ago. You're being insecure." I tried to play it cool and not overreact. But then, book club extended into Sunday brunches too. And eventually, Friday movie nights were added, supposedly because Dylan was going through a hard time with his dad's health. The final straw came 3 weeks ago. I had been offered a huge promotion to lead our London office, a $130K salary, full relocation package, and a fully covered 3-bedroom apartment for a year. A dream opportunity. And I had already declined it twice because Jade didn't want to move away from her family. That Saturday, she was getting ready for book club again, hair done, new dress, perfume she didn't even wear for our dates. I asked, "Are you sure you don't want to skip today? We could try that new Korean spot." She rolled her eyes and said, "Ryan, we've talked about this. Dylan and I are just friends. If you don't trust me hanging out with my ex every weekend, maybe we shouldn't be together." I looked at her quietly and said, "You're absolutely right." She sighed in relief. Finally, "See, I knew you'd—" "Wait, what?" I repeated. "You're right. We shouldn't be together." Her face cycled through a dozen expressions. "Ryan, I didn't mean—" "No," I cut her off. "You're right. This isn't working." I went to the bedroom and emailed my boss. "I'll accept the London position. Can start in 2 weeks." Jade followed me, confused. "What are you doing?" "I was just venting. You can't just—" "I'm taking the job. You should probably stay at your parents' place tonight, or Dylan's. Your call." "Are you seriously breaking up with me over this?" she asked. "You literally just said we shouldn't be together," I replied. "I'm agreeing." She started crying, not out of sadness, but frustration. "You're being ridiculous. It's just friendship." I said, "Cool, stay friends. I'll be in London." She grabbed her purse and stormed out with a final warning. "You'll regret this." 20 minutes later, my phone blew up. "Baby, we need to talk about this. You can't just walk away from 3 years like it's nothing. If seeing Dylan upsets you that much, I'll stop. Ryan, come on. This is so immature." I didn't reply. Instead, I started packing. Update 1. The past week has been eye-opening. Right after the breakup, Jade went straight to Dylan's place. I know because she posted an Instagram story from his couch, holding a wine glass with the caption, "When life gives you lemons at 2 a.m. Her best friend, Mia, texted me, "Did you guys really break up?" "Me?" "I didn't initiate it. Jade did." She says, "You're moving to London?" "Yep, me up." But apparently, she told everyone I'd never actually leave because I'm too attached to my mom. My mom lives in Florida. I see her twice a year. Meanwhile, I got things moving. I submitted my 2 weeks' notice, started shipping things to London, found someone to take over my lease. The company was covering it all. Movers, flights, temporary housing, everything. Jade tried showing up at the apartment while I was packing, but I'd already changed the locks. She wasn't on the lease, just stayed over so often it felt like she lived there. "Ryan, I know you're in there. We need to talk." I texted her. "Your things are in boxes by the door. Please come get them. I'm not picking up my stuff because I'm not leaving. This is insane. The lease is in my name. She never officially moved in. Remember, she insisted on keeping her parents' address for mail. That was her little tax evasion trick, claiming she lived at home to dodge city taxes. It backfired perfectly. She left, but not before telling our entire friend group that I was having a mental breakdown and abandoning everything for a dumb job. Then the truth about Dylan came out. My buddy Ethan works at the same gym as Dylan and overheard him on a call. Yeah, she's basically single now. Her boyfriend's having some crisis. No, babe. I told you Jade and I are just friends. Yes, I'm still coming to your sister's wedding. What do you mean you saw Instagram? That was nothing. Turns out Dylan has a girlfriend, Olivia. She lives 2 hours away and visits every other weekend. The same weekends Jade always claimed she had family obligations. Ethan sent me screenshots from Dylan's gym group chat, dated 2 months back. Boys, you gotta see this chick I'm hooking up with. Her boyfriend thinks we're doing book club. I forwarded the screenshots to Jade with one word. Interesting. She called me 17 times. I was busy booking my flight. Update 2. My flight was Saturday at 3 p.m. The same Saturday Jade had book club for the past 3 months. That morning she showed up with her mom, Diane, and her sister Haley, in full intervention mode. Ryan, sweetheart, Diane began. Jade told us about your mental health crisis. What crisis? This sudden choice to leave your life behind and move halfway across the world? It's clearly a cry for help. It's a 70% pay raise and an executive-level role. Haley cut in. But what about Jade? You can't just walk out on her. She ended things. I'm honoring that. She didn't mean it literally, Jade shouted. Then maybe don't use ultimatums you don't mean. Diane tried another approach. What about the apartment? Jade's been living here. No, she's been visiting. All her mail still goes to your place. She's not on the bills. Legally, she's a guest. You're really going to leave her over a small friendship? Haley asked. So I pulled out my phone and showed them the screenshots from Dylan's gym chat. Silence. Diane turned pale. Is this real? Jade flushed red. They're out of context. What context explains her boyfriend thinking? They're having book club? They left after Jade accused me of being emotionally abusive for spying on Dylan. I wasn't spying. Ethan offered the info because he believed I deserved to know. At noon, I posted a photo on Instagram. New. Adventure begins. London. Here I come. The comments flooded in. Wait, what? Bro, when did this happen? Is this why Jade's been crying on her stories all week? At 2:30 p.m. while I was boarding, Jade texted, What are you doing this weekend? Can we talk? I replied with a selfie from the gate. The London flight board was clearly visible in the background. Her reply, This isn't funny, Ryan. Me. Not trying to be. Boarding ends in 10 minutes. You're seriously leaving? You seriously thought I'd stay after you picked your ex over us? I didn't choose him. Every weekend for 3 months says otherwise. I'm coming to the airport. I'm already through security. Bye, Jade. Then I shut off my phone and enjoyed the flight. Update. 3 living in London has been amazing. The apartment they set me up with is unreal. Exposed brick, a view of the Thames, and it's within walking distance of the office. My new team is fantastic, and for the first time in years, I'm actually excited about work. But of course, the drama didn't end. Jade blew up on social media, writing this long post accusing me of abandoning her without warning, refusing to work on the relationship, and choosing money over love. The comments, though, were savage. People were like, Didn't you leave him? For Dylan? And girl, you were posting from Dylan's place every weekend. Lots of Team Ryan comments. She deleted the post within a few hours. Then came the real shocker. Olivia, Dylan's actual girlfriend, found out everything. She messaged me on Instagram. Hey, you don't know me, But I'm Dylan's girlfriend. Or was. I saw your ex's posts about you moving to London. Dylan told me she was crazy and obsessed with him. I'm guessing that's not true. I sent her everything. The lies about the book club, the gym chat screenshots, the full timeline of their meetings. She was heartbroken but thankful. Then she sent something to Emmy. Screenshots of texts from Dylan saying, Jade's just lonely because her boyfriend works a lot. She needs a friend. She's cute but nothing like you, babe. Her boyfriend's kind of a loser anyway. Probably. Makes like $40K doing IT or something. I made $75K. Now I make $130K. But sure, Dylan, go off. Olivia dumped him in spectacular fashion. Posted every screenshot on her Instagram story with hashtags like Honder Cheater, I'll be liar, on book club my ass. Dylan tried calling me from 3 different numbers. Bro, control your woman. She's ruining my life. Not my girlfriend, not my problem. This is between me and Jade. You had no right. You had no right to sleep with my girlfriend every weekend. And yet here we are. We weren't. Dylan, I genuinely don't care anymore. I'm in London. Deal with your own disaster. He tried painting it like Jade seduced him. Jade tried framing it as Dylan manipulating her. Honestly, they were perfect for each other. Update 4. Jade tried pulling the ultimate move. She flew to London, showed up at my office building. Security didn't let her in. Bless corporate security. So she waited outside for 4 hours until I stepped out for lunch. Ryan, we need to talk. How did you even find me? Mia follows your coworker on Instagram. She recognized the building from his story. That's stalker-level effort. Jade, you can't just show up like this. I flew 4,000 miles. The least you can do is have coffee with me. Against my better judgment, I agreed. 1 coffee. Public place. She looked rough. Hair unwashed. No makeup. Wearing the same sweatshirt. She's had on in her stories all week. I made a mistake, she said. Which one? The ultimatum? Lying? Dylan? All of it? Ryan, I thought I could have both. I thought you'd always be there. Why would you think that? Because you always were. You never stood up to me. Never called me out. I thought you thought I was a doormat. She started crying. That's not true, Jade. You told our friends I was too attached to my mom to move. You lied about book club for months. You were sleeping with Dylan while I was turning down my dream job for you. We only slept together twice. Oh, just twice? My bad. That makes it totally fine then. I mean, it didn't mean anything. Apparently, neither did our relationship. She took out her phone. Look, I've changed. I blocked Dylan. I'm seeing a therapist. I'm working on myself. I said, good for you, honestly, but I've moved on. You've only been here a month. There's no way you've moved on. I moved on the second you said we shouldn't be together. I just followed your advice. Then she played what she clearly thought was her trump card. I'm pregnant. I laughed. Actually laughed. No, you're not. How can you be so sure? Because we haven't had sex in 2 months. You were always too tired after book club, unless it's Dylan's. Her expression fell apart. I'm not pregnant. I wanted you to care. I did care. For 3 years. You just didn't notice until I stopped. She flew back that night. But not before sending one last manipulative text. I'll wait for you, however long it takes. I blocked her. Update 5. Remember when I said Jade would wait? That lasted around 2 weeks. She started dating someone new, Kieran, her CrossFit coach. He posted nonstop about how the right person comes when you're working on yourself, and sometimes your soulmate's been spotting you at the gym all along. Mia sent me the tea. Jade's basically moved into his place. It's only been about 3 weeks. Patterns will repeat themselves, but here's where things got weird. Dylan reached out, on LinkedIn of all places. Hey man, heard you're doing great in London. Just got an offer there myself. Would love to grab a beer and clear the air. This absolute walnut thought we could be friends now. I replied, no, thanks. Good luck though. Come on, bro. Water under the bridge. Jade meant nothing to me. That's exactly the problem, Dylan. He took the job anyway. Guess where his new flat was? Yep, same building as mine. Because of course it was. I ran into him in the lobby during my second week. He was with a girl who clearly wasn't Olivia, and who looked about 19. Ryan, bro, this is Chloe. Chloe, meet my buddy Ryan. We're not buddies, Dylan. Chloe looked confused. Dylan turned red. Don't be like that, man. We're neighbors now. I'm moving next month. I wasn't, but he didn't need to know that. Later that night, Chloe Googled Dylan, found Olivia's tagged posts, and broke up with him, accidentally, in the building's WhatsApp group, instead of texting him privately. Dylan, I can't believe you're the book club cheater. We're done. 2. Residents saw that message. The security guards now call him Book Club. Final update. Jade's relationship with Kieran imploded. Shocking, right? Turns out Kieran was also just friends with his ex. They had weekly workout sessions. Jade caught them in a very compromising stretching position. She messaged me on WhatsApp. I'd forgotten to block her there. Now I understand how you felt. I'm so sorry. I left her on red. But karma came from somewhere unexpected. The tax thing. Remember how Jade claimed she lived with her parents to dodge city taxes? Well, someone reported her, possibly Olivia, who works at the state tax department, and takes fraud very seriously. Jade ended up owing 3 years of back taxes, penalties, and interest. About 18 canalers total. Her parents had to bail her out, but only after making her move back home for real. Dylan's still in London, but his Isaiah reputation got there before him. The book club story made its way around our industry. It's more close-knit than you'd imagine. He's gone on exactly 0 dates from work events. Still calls me bro in the elevator. I still don't respond. Haley got in touch last week. Jade asked me to tell you she's sorry. She's genuinely trying to work on herself now. That's good. I hope she finds her way. She also wanted to know if you're dating anyone. I am. Her name's Awif. She's Irish, works in publishing, thinks the book club story is hilarious, and doesn't hang out with any exes every weekend. Last week was my 6-month review. Got another raise, and now I'm permanent. The company sees a future for me here. I said yes on the spot. Jade's latest Instagram caption was about growing through what you go through, and how sometimes the best thing someone can do is leave so you can find yourself. Comments were disabled. To everyone who said I should have fought for the relationship. Why? She literally said we shouldn't be together if I couldn't deal with her spending every weekend with her ex. I disagreed with that take. To those who think I was too harsh, I passed on a life-changing opportunity twice for someone cheating on me every weekend while accusing me of being insecure. If anything, I wasn't harsh enough. And for those asking if I regret leaving, I'm making almost twice what I used to, living in a great city, dating someone who actually respects me, and Dylan has to watch me win daily in the same building, where people now call him Book Club. My only regret? Not taking the offer the first time. Also, Jade, since I know you still stalk my profiles on fake accounts, we're planning a weekend trip to Paris. Don't worry, it's not with her ex. She doesn't need Book Club to be happy. Cheers from London. Edit. Stop asking for Dylan's. LinkedIn. Let's not go there. Edit 2. Yes, Olivia actually works in the tax department. Yes, she really did report Jade. No, I didn't ask her to, but I'm not upset about it. Edit 3. For everyone calling this fake because Dylan's in the same building, it's corporate housing. Our company has an arrangement with the building. There are 4 other people from my industry here. London may be big, but the professional world is small.